The short answer is yes, definitely, but the longer, more nuanced answer is, of course, well, it depends. The Manta is certainly better, but it isn't cheap. So if the RM2 is doing all you need it to do right now, then perhaps stay with that. Also, perhaps there'll be a reMarkable 3 at some point this year, so that might be a better upgrade than going all the way up to the reMarkable Pro if price is a bit of an issue for you. And if, for instance, you're really happy with your reMarkable workflow, if the reMarkable 2 does everything that you need it to do, well, why upgrade? It's still working perfectly fine. And also, to go to the Manta, you're going to go out of that ecosystem and lose all your well-organized notes in the reMarkable 2. So it might be better just to wait to see what reMarkable do next. However, if you are frustrated by some of the limitations of the reMarkable ecosystem, then sure, jumping to Supernote will give you lots more power, especially for professionals at work. But if you want to make the jump between reMarkable 2 and the A5X2, well, did you notice, Lux9, my comment about the reMarkable should have software which is as fully featured as this one, and that's what people really need. And I think, honestly, yeah, well, at this point, the reMarkable 2 actually does feel a little bit long in the tooth at times. The reason to upgrade from reMarkable 2 to this would be to get that better software experience. And right now, sure, you'd want to go to the A5X2 or go and find a great deal on the A5X, okay. Now, if you do want some of the benefits of the Manta, for instance, that higher resolution screen, then perhaps look at the Go 10.3 from Boox, and that won't break the bank quite the way that a Manta or a reMarkable Pro might. I love it, absolutely. Looking to come over from the RM2? Definitely. I think that is worth a shout right now. Get that 300 ppi screen into your life and get that lovely Supernote handwriting feel into your life as well. I haven't actually checked if this is charged. I imagine it probably, no, it's out of battery at the minute, okay, but it seems to have come along. I might just have the tiniest little bit to get us through a few moments there. But you can see that actually the older screen tech is that little bit darker as well, and you probably saw that on the A5X as well there. Yeah, this used to be the absolute king of latency. It used to be the fastest of screens, but yeah, it's not going to do it at all, is it? For us there. In terms of like thinness, yes, the reMarkable 2 is actually thinner than the Supernote is. The edge of it though is not. And when it's in its case, and this is the keyboard case, I have it in here, it is now the thicker of the two because of the half folio design. So they've really gone and done something clever with that half folio design to give you always feeling like you've got, it's so much lighter. I know it's in its case, but I think I'm right in saying that even in its half folio, it's actually lighter. Yeah, it's close. Feels close. I think it might be a little bit lighter than the reMarkable 2. I'd have to look that up to be absolutely sure of that. Oh, interesting read. It says RM2 wins from a purely aesthetics point of view. That is the classic e-ink tablet design, isn't it? The reMarkable 2. I don't know that I agree with that. Let's have a little chat. Who thinks so? From just the way it looks, reMarkable 2 or the Manta? What is your pure aesthetics consideration there? I'm not sure I agree with you, Redick, but interesting. Well, I couldn't help but ask everybody, so take that for what it is. A bit of fun, and we might do some more of these comparisons later. Hands down the Supernote. And to be honest, hands down the old generation of Supernote as well. I like writing on the reMarkables, but not as much as the Supernote. Yeah, somebody asked what's really better about this than the reMarkable. And yeah, there's been a couple of good answers to that actually. But I can tell you this, I'm currently using the Manta again, as I asked my audience which one they wanted to see me daily drive and hear more about. And I don't want to go back to anything, let alone all the way back to the reMarkable 2. Yeah, that was the question there. So yeah, you're absolutely right. What you're looking for is, okay, to organize your notes, well, use all the different features on here to link through to other parts of documents. You know, on my planner, I could have a link to my PDF. I'm a teacher, so my PDF document that I teach from, you know, the PDF teaching notes that I use. I have a link to, this was my little note that I made about side loading. Not really the thing to use side loading on here, but certainly to be able to use it for linking backwards and forwards. I can link, this is a web link. So if I want to link to a web page that I want to refer to quite a lot, then I can do that. So it doesn't have a browser built in, but it does allow you to link out to other places. People rightly discussing the prices So yeah, the Supernote Manta is $459 without buying anything, and you probably do want to either buy the Lamy Safari or the Heartmail 2 pen, which are $90 added on top, and you probably do want the half folio, so you're up to about $600. Sure, you get the standard pen instead, and you're just under that $600 mark. It is not cheap, the Supernote Manta, and that is a reason to be looking elsewhere if that puts you off. However, you do get all of the updates and all of the features with no subscription for life with this device, so that is something to bear in mind. reMarkable 2, well, firstly, if you want a new one, then it is £389. This is the UK shop, but similar prices in dollars. You can get refurbished, but that only saves you $40 or 40 quid. You can't buy it without a marker, and well, you don't need the Marker Plus in my opinion, but that adds an extra £40 on top if you want that. And the folios are ridiculously expensive, and I would recommend probably just buy an Amazon job. I tell you, I had for ages a case which is just like this book folio, because $149 for that book folio is ridiculous. You could get this case, and this case is actually really nice. I really do like the little folios. And the type folio is £180, but that's expensive. So maybe click the I don't need a folio, and in which case, £389, not too bad. But considering you can get the Boox Go 10.3 for that, with a much more up-to-date screen and processor and so much more powerful, I don't see why you would right now.